See the silly muskrat? He was right in here pulling this grass out and I scared him. And he dove into the water. He's got a little den somewhere. There he goes. Looks like it's right under that junk over there. Yeah, he didn't know what to think of me. See all where he got it all churned up when he dove into the water? Ooh, the water's come down. Even though we've had some rain. Man, that's not a good sign. Welcome back, fishing friends, to another adventure. All right, we're back out here at one of my favorite spots. The other day we caught some nice fish. We're gonna try to catch some more. Start off with Meps with a rigged weedless with a little Berkeley Power jerk shad. Bend this down just a little. There we go. Perfect. All right, so I got this on the Spartacus 2 bait caster on the Bass X, one of my favorite rods from St. Croix. All right, let's see what we can catch. Hey, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate all the support. My name's Alan, and I'm usually making some kind of a fishing video. Hey, let's have some fun. I got this thing rigged up weedless. We'll see how we do. So there's walleye in here, northern pike, largemouth, smallmouth. There's also a ton of snags in here too. Got this on 10-pound gin clear from Berkeley. Such a peaceful place to fish. Yeah, normally where I'm standing is where I'm catching fish. Water is super low. The corn's in the ground, but they need a lot of rain. It's a good place to throw tubes too, so I may be doing that also. All right, guys, nothing on the modified Meps, so I'm gonna pitch a tube in there. When Venom Lures was going out of business, I bought a whole bunch of them. I've never tried this color. I've always tried like Craw, black. I've had a lot of success here, and green pumpkin. So we're gonna pitch this around, see if we can get a bite. So with this, I just pitch it and then hop it. Because if you notice, it'll do like a crazy spiral down. They're fun to fish if you never fish with a tube. The thing is, you can get snagged pretty easy. So you gotta be careful with that. When you give it a pop, it kind of darts at an angle, and boy, they see it. Fishing this one on the Mags Pinhook Fishing Club Edition. 12-pound Sunline Braid SX1 to a 14-pound leader Ooh, there's a snapping turtle right there. Right where the tube landed. All right, boys, we're hooked up on the tube. What do we got here? Oh, it's a little smallie. It's not bad. There we go. He's bleeding a little bit. Caught him right on the edge of the lip there. There he goes. Ooh. That's it. Just a little tube. Fired it right over in here and started bringing it out, and bang, right out there. Just doing just cracking it. You don't have to crack it too hard here because it's so shallow, but ooh, here we go. A pike got it. Oh, and he let go. Dang it, I saw that happen right there. I don't know if I'm gonna put that on the fails or not, but he came up and got it. I set the hook and then he spit it. Oh man. It wasn't a very big pike. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff right there. All right, boys, we're hooked up right in that spot again, right there on the tube. Thing is, I don't know how much battery life I got left. Let's check it out and see what it is. It's a smallie. That's a good smallie right there. Let's go, bank flip. Man, that's a good one. And that's a nice smallie right there. Whew. Man, he was hooked perfectly. That's not bad. 17-incher. Ooh, he's bleeding just a little bit. Let's go. Let's get him back in there. Just on the tube. Right there, pitching that around. Just hopping it. All right, guys, here's his goofy pike. There he is. I knew he'd be back. They're so slimy and slippery. I don't know how this dude is. Part of his mouth is busted. Do you see that? Not for me. I had him hooked down here. Looks like maybe another pike tried to get him. All right, you ready? There you go. That was kind of interesting. But he sure did pop it. All right, guys, we're hooked up on the Coast Flippin Delight, right under the rapids there. And he just came up and just smoked it. Let's see what we got here. Bank flip. Oh man, it's another nice smallie. This one's about the same, 15, 16. That's it right there. Just on a little football head jig. Check that out, man. That is a nice fish. For this river, that's a trophy size. The biggest one I've ever caught out of here was 19 and a half. That's my PB for a smallie in Iowa. But I'm just pitching it in there and bouncing. It's got that stink to it. A lot of times if you just let it sit there and let the tails do the wagging, you'll get a bite that way too. Let's see if we can get one out of here. Just real light twitches. Nope, nothing. I guess you could call it fan casting. I'm starting in the corner. Ooh, did you see that carp jump? I'm just fan casting all the way over as far as I can. This is a great flipping bait too, and it's a good trailer. Sometimes I'll trim it and use it as a trailer, like on a jackhammer. Ooh, I was supposed to be fan casting, but I cast it right into that corner again. There we go. Oh! He didn't have it. Must have been a little one. I can tell when they get it because you feel that crazy head shake. That's how you know it's a smallmouth. Ooh, something just popped right there where I was catching those pike. There we go. There we go. Yeah, just reel into them. I don't really have to set the hook real crazy. Well, that's another good smallmouth right there. Is this a largemouth? Oh, it's a largemouth, man. That's a big one. For Iowa, that's a good sized largemouth. We'll have to check him out. Northern strain. Come on. That's pretty good for Iowa. My dad caught a 20 last year. Check out that hog. That's an 18-incher. Oh. There you go. Here it is, guys. On the Coast Flippin Delight, just on a little football head. Such a great bait with that good action on it. Look at that. Ironically, when I pitched it in there under the rapids, I just twitched it and then killed it. Twitched it and then killed it. When I killed it is when he hit. All right, guys, check it out. I'm hooked onto a big snapping turtle. There's no way I'm getting that out of there. There's just no way. No way. I have to just... That reminds me of Charles City, how we caught one time, a snapper that had like 5 hooks in him. It was like Captain Hook. I mean, I could step on him and try to get it out. Or let him try to fight it off. And try to swim away. There he goes. The problem is I don't want to get my hands near his mouth, because boy, he'll talk about snapping. He'll snap like you wouldn't believe. See him? With his mouth open, I'm going to cut the line right here. There we go. Man, who would have thought I would have got a snapper out of that? And my line isn't frayed. Huh. Feels good. Anyway, there he goes. Alright guys. The Bomber 15A. We're going to turn it loose in here. Look at that flash. I can either wake it, but here I'm just going to run it as is. See what we can catch. Hopefully no snags. So I'll crank, feel it, twitch. Sometimes I just do a straight crank. It's one of the great lures that you can do a straight crank in. It's got tremendous flash. It's got great action. Looks just like a minnow down there. Ooh, I don't want to break it against the dam, but this is a perfect depth for this. Hey, there we go. Look at all those little bait fish zipping through. I catch some good crappie in here too. I'm gonna have to do a little crappie video. Had one good thump on it. The one thing is I never have to worry about is, even though I don't have a back treble, it's still gonna work. I mean, whether a bass, a pike, there's just maybe a smallmouth might have trouble, but if it T-bones it, it's gonna get hooked. I got these short shank Gamakatsu 2X's on here so that it suspends a little bit down there when I get it down to depth. Doesn't come up so quick. I've got some where I put enough gel coat on there where they suspend perfectly. Man, so much fun to fish, guys. I grew up here and it's just a special place, you know. Think about it. Places like this and a couple of the other ones I've shown you, when you get bit by the fishing bug at a place like this, it's going to be with you forever. I got that sneaky snake. There he goes. Water snake. All right. I'm gonna throw one of these booyah square bills. Let that thing bang around down there. Looks like a golden shiner. Check this out. Such a great bait. Right there, man. Go to Booyah. It's that new paint scheme that they've got for them. Let's run it right through here. Throwing a big O earlier, I didn't get any sniffs on it. In the fire tiger pattern. Over there somewhere is where I lost that Norman square bill. I was like, dang, man. What the heck was that? Don't. Log. Must have been a log I pulled up. Or for a minute I thought it was like a big pike because, oh man, somebody just jumped right there. Huh. What's up, Mr. Sneaky Snake? Well, he's got good instincts to zip away, you know? Alright guys, on the Rebel Live Flex. Tiny. But it's a little bait, you know, I have fun throwing it. It's got this, that stretchy elastic. Got a little smallie here. There he is. Oops. Crazy release. There it is. Check that out. So you just pitch it in there and let it dance along. See a little bit of current? You let the current take it or just kind of twitch it. And it's a fun bait to fish. So I've been pitching it into this little corner here. See if anything is in here. And sure enough, there was that smallie. Just some real light twitches. You wouldn't think so, but it's pretty dang deep right there. Normally you do this on ultralight tackle, but would you see that big wake come in right there? Those are big carp. Normally, like I was saying, I'd fish this on real light tackle, but since we've got rocks and who knows what down there, snapping turtles, snapping turtle would get that for sure. There's a bigger sneaky snake right there. Looking for something to munch on. Alright guys, check out this gem. I got a whole bunch of them from Travis Manson, aka Smallmouth Crush. It's these little 2.5 or 2.25 inch tubes. I think these are get bit baits. Is what it is, or maybe gets it, but I think it's get bit. But anyway, it's a nice little tube. I've caught fish on them before, so we're gonna run this through our usual spots here. Start in the corner, twitch it along. I don't know if I think it's a leech or what, but what was that? I thought ding, 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 and then nothing. You just crack it. Here it's so shallow you don't have to really do like a massive crack. Some guys crack straight up, other guys to the side. If you're in deep water, you really got to give it a good pop, but in shallow water like this, you just got to give it just a quick little pop. And it has just such cool action with it. There we go. Oh! He let go. I had one. Is he still on there? Oh, he's still on there. It was because he was a little guy. There he goes. He got off. Do we count that as a fail? I guess. I felt the doo-doo-doo-doo, and then it just quit. My line went slack. And then I cranked again, and sure enough, he was there. All right, guys, under the rapids, we're hooked up on that little tube. Oh! And he spit it. I had him hooked. Check that out. He just thrashed it out of there. Oh, man. That's like 2 fails today, if we count that goofball one. Man. He just hammered it. Was doing my little fan casting under the dam. Ooh, that went a big carp right there. Did you guys see that? I've had a carp get a tube a couple years ago at the other spot where I fish. Caught a carp that was so dang big, I'm gonna get it mounted. So my dad and my nephew had to help me net it. She's like a 30-pound carp. Got the little thunk, 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 thunk. Anyway, if you never fish tubes, give them a shot. They're fun. And it's just a great way to get a quick bite, you know. Right in here close, guys. Not a big guy. I mean, like right in here. There he is, right there. Such beautiful fish, man. That's it. It's that little tube right there, kind of like a dark bluish color. Smoke gray or smoke Not smoke black, maybe? Smoke gray. There we go, guys. Right out there. Boy, he just crushed it. He's not very big, but man, they fight so tough, you know? This one's got some cool colors on it. Check them out. Oop, there you go. The release. Man, these little tubes, don't fall asleep on them. Easy. There we go, right there. We just cracked it. That time I just let it sit right out here where I had that pike come in and hit. I need to be keeping my hand moist when I hang on to those fish. So I started under the rapids, then I start twitching it, and then when I get out here to that one spot, I just kill it there. That's where I've been getting some of those hits, right in there. Oh man. There we go. Alright guys, we're hooked up right out here where I've been catching them on this little tube. Boy, he's freaking out down there. He's gonna get a pike come get him. There we go. Man, that's a nice fish right there. Alright guys, there he is right there. Check him out. Man, that's a gorgeous fish. Let's get him back in there. Oh. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap it up for me for today. I had a lot of fun chucking this little dude right here. If you guys have never thrown a tube, it's a ton of fun. Thanks for hanging out with me today. And until next time, I will see you then. Bye-bye. Boy, there's just nothing like tube fishing. Time to go get some sugar-free root beer. Now get out there and get your lures wet.